Sky veteran Courtney Vandersloot sends blunt response to Angel Reese. As we know, Angel Reese come out this week. She absolutely crushed her own teammates into the dust, and she even decided to go after a legend.
A 23-year-old sophomore just blasted her 36-year-old veteran teammate on a global stage, mocking her age, doubting her comeback, and basically labeling her washed. But what happened next was insane. The veteran didn't just fire back. She delivered a clinic in how to humble someone using nothing but class, receipts, and cold facts, leaving Angel Reese scrambling to walk it all back. This might be the most ruthless takedown in WNBA history, and every second is on camera.
Angel will not have the career that Courtney Vandersloot has had. She won't. You know why? Because I don't think the league's going to tolerate her long enough.
We're talking about Angel Reese, the same player who's been in the spotlight all season for both her big moments on the court and her non-stop drama off it. The former LSU standout who entered the league dripping with confidence, acting like she ran the entire WNBA from the moment she stepped in.
Thinking she's James Harden, thinking that, after 2 seasons in the WNBA, she's some sort of commodity that has to be surrounded by the best and greatest players. That's Angel Reese and her delusion.
On the other side is Courtney Vandersloot, a player who's literally poured 15 years of blood and sweat into this league. A 2-time WNBA champion, 4-time All-Star, and someone who earned every bit of her resume through sheer toughness and relentless work. She's the blueprint of a veteran leader, the kind of athlete young players should look up to, not tear down. But here's where things get messy. Vandersloot went down with a brutal ACL tear just 7 games into the 2025 season, a career-threatening blow for someone at her stage. And instead of showing support, instead of stepping up as a teammate, Reese chose that exact moment to twist the knife.
Angel Reese blamed her teammates and the organization for her 2nd consecutive season of huge embarrassing failure.
Angel Reese sat down with the Chicago Tribune, and I swear, this interview was hotter than a Michael Bay explosion reel. She didn't just vent her frustrations, she detonated full-blown nukes on her own franchise, the coaching staff, and most shockingly, her injured teammate.
We can't rely on Courtney to come back at the age that she's at. I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience, somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before.
Excuse me, did a second-year player really just question whether a 2-time champion can recover from an injury? The arrogance, the disrespect, the pure lack of basketball awareness is unreal. This wasn't shade. This was a full-on character hit on a veteran who's accomplished more with one finger than most players manage in an entire career. And believe it or not, it gets even worse. Reese didn't stop there. She practically told the franchise to blow up the whole roster, declaring, "I'm not settling for what we had this year. We need better players. We need great players. That's non-negotiable for me."
Angel Reese wants out of Chicago and wants to go play for the Dallas Wings. She wants to go play with Paige Beckers, who's going to be the Rookie of the Year.
The entitlement is unreal. A player who hasn't even finished 2 full seasons is out here, making demands like she's peak LeBron. She's speaking about a teammate fresh out of surgery, as if she's some washed-up benchwarmer wasting space. The basketball world exploded. Social media went off. Fans were stunned at what they were hearing. How does a second-year player have the audacity to publicly question a veteran's comeback? How does someone with 0 championships talk down to a player who's won 2?
Angel Reese, girl, you're my angel, you're my darling. Angel, angel, angel. Another WNBA season of Angel Reese on the Chicago sky. And yet another year of Angel Reese quitting on her losing team.
But here's the thing about real champions. They don't have to shout to be taken seriously. They don't need meltdowns or drama to make a point. Their resume and their characters speak louder than anything else. And Courtney Vandersloot was about to remind everyone exactly why she's been elite for more than a decade. What happened next was straight up poetry. When Vandersloot finally broke her silence, she didn't just answer back. She delivered a masterclass on how to check disrespect with grace while completely dismantling your opponent's argument. Every word was calm, precise, and absolutely lethal.
Sky Nation expect to see you back here next year?
Oh, absolutely. You know, contrary to what people say or think, my age is absolutely not a factor. I am coming back. I'm going to come back better than ever because that's what I've done. I put myself in a position to come back and compete even at this age.
But she wasn't done, not even close. I've put myself in a position to come back and compete even at my age. Boom. That right there was the sound of a seasoned veteran giving a master-level lesson on what professionalism actually looks like. No yelling, no theatrics, just pure confidence built on 15 years of elite basketball. And the coldest part? She never even said Reese's name. She didn't have to. Everyone knew exactly who the message was aimed at. The subtext was loud and clear. Little girl, you have no idea who you're trying to challenge. Now, let's break down why Vandersloot's response hit so hard. This isn't just any veteran speaking. This is a player whose resume reads like a basketball legend. Two-time WNBA champion with the Seattle Storm. Four-time All-Star. 9 playoff appearances, 9. Meanwhile, Angel Reese? Let me check a 0. Over 15 seasons, Vandersloot has averaged 11.9 points and 6.2 assists per game, consistently proving herself against the league's toughest competition year after year. And Reese thinks she can question that level of excellence? It gets even more humiliating for her. Vandersloot has already bounced back from a major injury before. In 2019, she fought through setbacks and came back stronger than ever. This is a player whose entire career is built on proving doubters wrong. And now, a sophomore with 0 championships thinks she can write her off? Pathetic. The disrespect wasn't just about basketball, it was personal. When a teammate is sidelined by injury, true leaders step up. They support, they encourage, they lift them up. They don't stab them in the back while they're healing. But that's where Vandersloot's brilliance shined. By taking the high road, responding with class and confidence instead of petty insults, she exposed Reese for exactly what she is, an immature player who doesn't get what it means to be a professional. Think about it. Reese came off as entitled, ungrateful, and disrespectful toward a teammate who is injured, composed, professional, and completely unshakable. Who won this exchange? Vandersloot didn't just defend herself. She exposed Angel Reese's lack of experience, professionalism, and respect. By responding with calm confidence, she made a 23-year-old sophomore who's never won a championship look entitled and foolish. Reese had to apologize, reversing her earlier demands, while Vandersloot turned the moment into a masterclass in professionalism. She showed that true champions win with class, experience, and unshakable confidence, proving that achievements speak louder than words and respect is earned, not demanded.